Hey, Roth.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Do you want to remember some guys?
Yeah.
Let's dive back into the treasure trove.
Oh, boy.
I'm seeing a good name right off the top, actually. Do you remember Doug Strange?
I do. He was a third baseman. What I remember most about him is that mustache, which is an extremely popular look.
Oh, that is light.
Yeah, it really anticipated the Lieutenant Dangle aesthetic that got really popular when Reno 911 was really blowing up. I don't know if you remember that show.
That's over my head.
Yeah, it's just basically that mustache. Like if you were like a policeman that rode a bicycle instead of having a car.
Do you remember a guy named Eric Yelding?
Yeah, Cool Breeze.
Is that his nickname?
Yeah, he wasn't very good. I think he played second base.
Okay, this guy's a really confusing back of the card that seems to imply that he played for like 10 different teams in 1 year, but it might be his stats against those.
Oh, is it a Bowman card?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, again, with the like prehistoric baseball aesthetics, like that was, especially a guy that probably had like 100 at-bats. They're like, did not play against like Milwaukee Brewers. Like that's essential information to have on the back of a card. Oh, fuck yeah, Steve Jeltz.
Okay.
Loved Steve Jeltz.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a Steve Jeltz card. Steve Jeltz is the type of player that does not exist anymore. A guy with a jerry curl, for one, but also just a middle infielder who couldn't hit at all, but then also actually couldn't field very well.
Born in Paris, France, but made his home in Lawrence, Kansas. Usually the goal is the opposite, to go
I know.
from Kansas to
I was
Paris.
gonna say, like, it's like, you made it, the city of lights, by which I mean, of course,
Lawrence,
home to
Kansas.
the University of Kansas. Like,
All right.
it's just flying out. It's
stuff
too
flying
full.
all
There's
over.
too many
Yeah.
guys.
Do you remember this good-looking guy, Bill Bene?
Bene? Yes, I do. He's extremely tall.
Because he was a basketball player
Yeah.
in high school.
Of all the draft busts of that era, and there were a lot of them that Topps would put like a first-round pick on, even it's probably in middle school when this card came out, I remember looking at the stats on the back and being like, this dude sucks.
You're right, actually. He had a career ERA in college of 5.62.
Right, like that's, and I, like, look at the strikeout to walk ratio, because it's what I remember is basically...
He has more walks than strikeouts.
Right, which is not ideal at any level, let alone when you're like a
Your
foot
first-round
taller.
pick.
Right.
So what you're saying is he didn't pan out for the Dodgers.
I think that they saw like a picture of him. And like if you look at it, you're
this
like,
looks like a baseball player.
yeah, like it kind of does. That's a handsome fella that would pass in Los Angeles today as a guy that like knows a lot about bicycles. I did look this up because I remembered that he had been arrested for something recently. He went to jail for tax evasion because he was illegally reproducing and distributing karaoke songs across the Southland, Greater Pasadena.
That's amazing. Do you know a guy named Donnie Hill?
Yeah, I did not remember that he looked like Brian Bosworth in disguise.
I can't say too much because these are like not that far from my current glasses,
think-
which are just like massive and clear.
I think that you would be able to pull that look off pretty well. Faintly tactical dad glasses.
Right.
Yeah, he was a utility infielder. Not great, as I recall. If I remember right, like Vance Law was also on that team, and there was at least a third guy, because Ron Kittle also had those glasses. That team should have known when you have a bunch of guys that have like severe, like those are bifocals. Like, that's not, you shouldn't be playing baseball.
Oh, Deadspin Classic.
Oddibe.
Oddibe McDowell.
Yeah.
Is it Oddibe or Oddibe?
I don't remember. Is he a beloved Deadspin figure? That I haven't been here that long.
There was a thing, this is way before I showed up. But they would publish his water bill every month.
What?
I think his water bill was just public for some reason.
All right, cool. Yeah.
That's how I know him. It's just because, like, I've seen his water bill.
Oh, right, the guy with the sink. You're like shocked to find that he played in the
The guy who
majors.
showers.
It's time to say goodbye to the guys.
Yeah, I think that's it for the day. I think we made no significant dent whatsoever.
No, we've got a lot of work left to do, but I, for one, look forward to it.
So close the box together.
Good night,
Or
fellas.
not.